Greetings, dear hearts. MK Mueller here with Miracles Guaranteed. And today's miracle is an international one, and how 6 degrees of separation led me to Rome. Courage. Again, a common theme in this series is taking risks. So I took a risk one day with my choir. I was just fed up. There was so much infighting and third-party communication, and I had just gotten a call that week saying, I think such and such is mad because you're not giving him enough solos and you spend more time with the altos than you do with the basses. And it's like, really? So I got up in front of my 57-person choir the following week to begin rehearsal, and I said, I'd like your attention, please, for a very important announcement. I have received my last call about what someone else says about me. Dear hearts, I don't do third-party communication. I never have. I never will. And let me tell you that the next person who calls me to tell me what someone else thinks about the job I'm doing will be my last day as your director. Fairly dramatic statement, I understand, but ask anyone who knows me well. I'll stick to it. So not only am I suggesting you stop calling me with what somebody else thinks, but you better tell those new choir members that are going to come over the next few months and warn them, because it's going to apply to them too. And here's the deal. If someone has something to say to me, for golly sakes, last time I checked, I don't bite. And they just need to come and tell me whatever it is they think. But I'm guessing that's not the issue. I'm guessing what's really the issue is the person who's carrying the message has an issue, and they're simply using that other person as an excuse. That's what I think. But either way, it doesn't matter. If anyone from this choir ever calls me again to say what someone else thinks, that'll be my last Sunday. Any questions? No one had any questions. I said, okay, well, I do have one more announcement. And that is because maybe no one's speaking up because there's no time, because we fill so much in our little rehearsal time. So what I'm going to require is that we meet 1 hour before rehearsal, which is already an hour before Mass. So now it'll be 2 hours before Mass, once a month, for a special choir meeting. Anyone who's not at the meeting may not rehearse or sing that Sunday. Let me review. Required meeting 2 hours before Mass starts. And then 1 hour before Mass starts, we'll rehearse as normal, and then we'll do the liturgy. Any questions about that? It was really quiet in the room at the time. So, 3 weeks later, we had our first choir meeting. And I said, okay, well, I have this flip chart here because I want to find out what we need to change. Because I'm open to change. I'm not a professional choir director. I'm just, winging it every week and doing my best like all of us are. So let's, who wants to start with sharing ideas? I made them sit in silence for 2 full minutes. Check a clock sometimes. That's a long time. What am I doing? I'm standing up for my values. I'm taking a huge risk with this group and saying, I'm sorry, something dramatic is changing here. After no one spoke up after 2 minutes, surprise, surprise, I said, well, since there don't seem to be any problems that we need to talk about right now, I guess we can talk about dreams. So, who has a dream for this choir that we haven't achieved yet? And I turned to the group, and the youngest member raised his hand, and he said, Rome. And I said, Rome, Italy? And he goes, yeah, we need to go sing in Rome. And I wrote it on the flip chart. Sing in Rome. Great idea. Okay. All those in favor of singing in Rome, raise your hand. And everybody raised their hand, lots of chuckles. And we went on and wrote down some more ideas. That was all. It took about, 15, 20 seconds to talk about Rome, raise our hands, all say yes. That was it. But remember, we didn't not believe it. Very few people probably strongly believed it, but no one in that room did not believe it. We all just said, hey, it's a game. We're going to play along. We're going to imagine. Yeah, we'll just play along. That makes sense? Good, good. So it was the following weekend when one of the choir members was at a party. And she's standing around with a group of friends and she said, yeah, we had this vote and we all decided we're going to go sing in Rome. And the group's laughing. And this woman who didn't know any of them walks over and said, did I hear someone's going to Rome? And she went, older woman. I mean, she didn't know her. Well, our church choir, just decided we'd like to go to Rome. She goes, I'd like to go to Rome too. When are they going? And she goes, I don't think a date has been set. And she goes, well, I need to talk to your choir director. Can I have her name and number? So they gave her my name and number. Now, I didn't hear from the woman. I heard from her husband, who was one of the top philanthropists in my hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. Yes. Happened to be a Jewish fellow with a beautiful Jewish wife who wanted to go to Rome. And he called me the following Monday and he said, is this Mary Kay Mueller? And I said, it is. And he said, this is blankety blank. And I went, oh, hello, sir. And he said, I hear your choir's going to Rome. And I went, we are planning on going to Rome. Yes, sir. And he said, well, I want to help. And I said, that would be wonderful. And he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a party and you come and sing. I heard you're pretty good. And you come and sing at the party and we'll let people donate to your choir to help you get to Rome. How's that? And I said, that sounds good. And he goes, now how much do you need? And I said, how much do we, how many choir members are there? And I thought, well, if you add that person, about 60, sir, at any given time. And he said, all right, so what? You thinking $1,000 a person will get you there? And I said, yeah, at the time, this was a long time ago. I said, yeah, that'd probably be good. And he goes, okay, so $60,000, that's our goal. Okay, all right, we got this. All right, I've got your number. I'll be in touch. We'll look at some dates. And yeah, I'll be in touch. He hosted a party for our choir. We had raised $25,000 before the party started by people who apologized they couldn't come to the party, but they wanted to donate to whatever this worthy cause was. We all dressed up in black. I remember the dress I wore. I felt like $1 million and walked into this multi-million-dollar beautiful home with all this incredible buffet and all of their incredibly glitzy, beautiful guests. And we had fun just mingling that evening. And then came a time for us to perform. We performed, 4 or 5 songs. And then my pastor came up and he said, I have one more idea, to the host. And he said, what if we auctioned off that the choir would sing at someone's private event? By the end of the evening, we had our $60,000, and the most any of us paid to go to Rome for 10 days was $100. Plus gift money, At any rate, take a look. The same lessons are in this wonderful, miraculous moment that are in all the rest of them. Get the dream, believe in it, act as if, and then say thank you. All for now.